guys, it's Naomi Finlay here. So you have completed the renovation. It's done. The dust has settled. The tools have been put away and you've cleaned up all of the dirt. The updated kitchen and the living spaces is looking flash. Great effort for making it this far. But the hard work isn't over yet and it's almost payday. Now, it's time to put this baby on the market and all you need to do is hand the keys after that over to the agent for them to get you some hard-earned profit. But first, you need to think about showcasing the property. So are you going to showcase your hard work as is, or are you going to leave it up to the buyers to work it all out themselves? Are you banking on the fact that they'll just have big imaginations and they'll have great creative flair and they'll know exactly how to utilize all these spaces that you've created for them? Well, feel free to crack open that first beer if you want, but don't make the mistake of leaving the property to sell itself. Yeah, you probably have a good agent by now and they'll probably be a whiz at marketing the property for you, but what about that personal touch? What about some property styling? Think about it. Think about it in this way actually. You can either show off the bare space and hope that your target buyers will picture putting in a TV and a couch and a stylish rug, or you can style that space and have them skip to the part where they're actually picturing themselves kicking off their shoes and living in your property. So tell me this, would you rock up to a corporate job interview wearing t-shirt and jeans? Yeah, probably not. Sure, you can wow them in person, sitting in front of them with your skills and experience, but they will always be left with that first impression in their head. They can picture you coming into work in your smart blazer if they've only ever seen you in jeans and a t-shirt, right? So this first impression counts. You never get to recreate the first impression. So how do you create like an irresistible, lasting first impression when you're selling your renovation project? Enter home staging. What on earth is home staging, you're asking? Well, basically, home staging is that first impression you give the potential buyer. It's a super important preparation stage, that part where you're putting your house up for sale. It's about giving the buyers a taste of what it'd be like to live in your property using furnishings. A few decades ago in Australia, no one even worried about staging their home before they put it on the market. It was enough just to revamp the kitchen, give it a good polish and viola. The property was sufficiently prepared to take your hands off it. These days, it's not enough just to stick up a for sale sign out the front and expect the real estate agent to do the rest. In the competitive modern market, home staging can set your home apart from the rest. And it can stand out from the rest of the pack, which is exactly what you're after. Now, not to bore you with statistics, but you know that a staged property will give you between 10 and 15% more profit than a non-staged property. On average, for every $1 that people invest in staging their home, they get $20 back. These numbers talk for themselves. I can already hear the questions in your head, but isn't home staging going to cost me an arm and a leg, Naomi? Isn't that the sort of stuff reserved for like high-end luxury market out there, really? And the answer to both of those is absolutely not. Now, it is true that styling up your property will cost you some money, but skimping on styling and presenting a bare bones package could end up costing you in the long term. How, I hear you ask? Well, styled houses aren't just more appealing in real life. They also look way better in print and online, and your buyers are often a visual bunch. The first impression begins way before they've even worked in the door. It begins the moment they start scrolling through the online databases. And you know what's going to happen to an empty home? It'll probably just get scrolled past without anyone batting an eyelid. But the home with that shiny kitchen and that beautifully laid out living area with the couch and the TV and the coffee table and the rug, well, that one will be the one that gets saved and viewed over and over again. Why? Because it sells the dream of come right in and make yourself at home. A well-dressed, sparkling house will attract lots of attention and will always attract a good paycheck for you at the end, as well as a quick one. That's right, home staging will help you sell and sell quickly. And the last thing you want is your property sitting on the market for ages. It's kind of the equivalent of leaving fresh bread out far too long. Once that fresh baked smell goes away, no one is really interested because that bread's turning stale. Not only will the property be an older listing, hence less appealing to buyers, it will also end up costing you. The longer you hold the property, the longer you'll have to pay maintenance costs, the longer you'll have loan repayments, and the longer you'll have council rates. That and the fact that if buyers aren't jumping at your property, it probably means that they're waiting around for a discount. And all of these things will absolutely eat into your profits. Home staging is the perfect time to be making smart styling choices, just as adding natural elements like pops of greenery, natural fibres to connect with your buyers, because it's one of the best ways to achieve that emotional connection. It's hard for buyers to picture themselves living in a place if it's bare. Sure, the kitchen renovation might be amazing, but if the open plan living space is empty, it'll make the place look a little dull. You won't be showing off the renovation to its full potential at all. So, add in some plants, add in a jute rug, add in some timber furniture, and you're already well on your way to connecting with your buyers at that deeper level. And we both know that emotionally invested buyers will mean more profits to you come sale day. So, home staging can help create a narrative for your home, as well as highlight the potential and the appeal that it has. It's the perfect finishing touch to your renovations and making them stand out. Thanks for joining me. Did you know I wrote a book all about renovating to create wealth and freedom in your life? I've added the link below in the description for you. Enjoy.